We are live! Welcome to the Uncle Jimmy and Cousin Donnie show, sponsored by the Beacon Tap, Signature Transportation Group, and Mom and Dad Water. Donnie, how we doing tonight, my man?
What's going on, my guy? How are you? I see you got the bat in hand already.
I
Oh, look at that.
This
What you got there?
is the champion of the Home Run Derby.
Oh, that's cool.
All
That's cool.
metal. It's beautiful. So I am looking forward to handing this out.
Yeah, Saturday night at the Home Run Derby. That's awesome.
Yep, it's got it's hard to see on the screen, but you got Cut Shots logo, you got Papa Magoos logo on there, and you got Crown Royal, and it's got the champion. It's got champion written across the front of the bat, really big.
That's cool. It's like a silver on silver, kind of like what they do in the MLB when someone wins like a silver slugger, they get a bat like that.
That is correct.
That's very cool. Very cool. So shout out to Mike Heinrichs for making that.
The Home Run Derby champion.
Oh, that's cool.
It's got all the logos and everything on it. See that? So, and it's got Cut Shot and everything. So it's a really cool bat, man. Really cool trophy, real cool thing. You know what, Donnie, what do you think? If I entered the Home Run Derby, I can just put it right here on my mantle, huh?
Yeah, I mean, or you don't have to give it out at all. Just keep it.
I mean, you think the Rosmondo guys have a chance against Uncle Jimmy?
No
ask
chance.
Spencer, ask the guys in Yuma how they felt, Donnie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so couple things. Doing well. Excited for the weekend.
Uh-oh. Cousin Donnie's he's back. Here we go. He's getting a phone call.
All right, I'm back. I got a phone call.
You got a phone call. I knew that.
Excited for the weekend. I got to know, Jim, as a Green Bay Packers fan, what is your opinion on Mr. Micah Parsons being traded to Lambeau? Oh, okay. What do you got there? A shot for him?
This is a shot for the boy Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. This potentially could change our season, Donnie.
That shot right there.
Yes.
Or the trade of one of the best defensive players in the league. Go ahead.
That is correct. Cheers.
Cheers to Micah Parsons and the Green Bay Packers. Unbelievable. And you know what's funny? Wash it down.
We have to wash it down with our special apple juice.
Yeah. It was funny. We were on the phone actually talking about the show, and I got the notification, and I said, Jimmy, no effing way. Micah Parsons just got traded to the Packers. And you went, holy shit, I can't. So that's how that went.
It was pretty, I ain't gonna lie. It was pretty awesome, dude,
Yeah.
And just to see it, just to see everything with it, to go I was kind of in shock, to be honest with you, in regards to how it went down. So I know that we have tonight's our preview show for the Major Nationals in Joliet this weekend. I think the cool thing about this weekend that's coming up, dude, everyone's going to be at Pop Magoos. I mean, that's probably the coolest thing about the whole weekend, Donnie, right?
Yeah, a lot of people go support the bar. A lot of people go support your establishment, which is great. So I know I talked to a few guys already planning on going on dinner either Friday night or Saturday night there or Sunday for lunch is kind of the plan for a lot of guys. So people will be there from the softball world this weekend.
Yeah, Signature will be out by Sunday, so you guys can come Sunday. right?
We'll
By
be busy.
noon.
We'll be busy,
Oh yeah.
man.
All right. We'll see. We'll
Um,
see how that goes.
but yeah,
But yeah, no,
we got we
I
got
just
the
want to say now,
go ahead.
really quick, before we get into our whole show tonight, I want to say thank you to. I know that all the players. I've had a ton of people reach out about coming to the bar tomorrow and over the course of the weekend. So I know I can't say this enough, but thank you for everyone that's going to come and support Papa Magoos. And then not only that, but also Papa Magoos is also giving back a little bit too, Donnie, this weekend. We're going to be sponsoring the Home Run Derby. I brought in a partner or two. Obviously, one of our main men, our boy Mike Hendricks from Cut Shot, obviously is
Yep.
joining with Pop Magoos, and then one of my vendors, Crown Royal. So we're going to be having Vegas bombs pretty much on sale all weekend
Oh boy.
at Pop Magoos in honor of our Crown Royal buddy. And then we also have a Magoo Breeze drink. And Donnie, I want to have you taste it a little bit. I think it's pretty tasty. It's
What is in there?
So it's Crown Royal Peach with about 3/4 of lemonade with topped with Sprite.
Oh, that's
And
nice.
yeah, and it's very tasty. So
Wonderful. How
uh,
many? I know
our
you're
boy
talking
Rob
about.
Grisano is saying that I have to give this bat to KP23. Obviously, he doesn't know his uncle, huh?
What? How many people have signed up for the home run derby so far?
So as of right now, you're gonna laugh. The whole Rismondo team is signed up.
I figured.
14 people. But
Love that.
we are at 33 participants right now, 33
Awesome.
that have signed up in the home run derby. And I
Cool.
know two off the top of my head that are 100% signing up and haven't signed up yet, but have reached out to me and tell me that they're in. So with those two, we're at 35 participants right now in the home run derby. I can see that number getting closer to 50 probably, and that was really the goal when we started, was to be between 40 and 50.
Perfect.
So while we're on that, and I know Christine's in the green room, and I want to bring her on about the
Yep.
girls' game.
Yep.
We're going to be talking a lot about what's going on for the girls. Also, they just came off the Why Me tournament where Christine won the A division. So we'll talk a little bit about that recap of the Why Me. But with the home run derby, since we're on that subject, I wanted to mention I've been posting about it and everything else. I think the best thing about the home run derby is the 12-inch ball that's going to be put into play. So the 12-inch ball, there's two fences, just so because everyone's been asking me, right? And we got to clarify. So everyone's going to get 14 pitches with a 16-inch ball in a minute and 15 seconds. Okay, it's 15 swings, 14 swings. I mean, so they could take pitches. They get 14 swings in a minute and 15 seconds. All right. Once
Mm-hmm.
once the minute and 15 seconds is up or the 14 swings happen, they will then go to a 12-inch bat and hit a 12-inch ball. There is no time limit on the 12-inch ball because they're only going to get one pitch or one swing. If they don't hit it over the fence, they do not get a second pitch. So that's how we're doing the money ball. The money ball only counts as one; it doesn't count as two. But the money ball this year, you can hit up to 5 money balls. So if you keep hitting home runs with a 12-inch, you literally can hit up to 5, and then it cuts off at 5. So
Mm-hmm.
every hitter will swing 19 times in the first round.
Yep. Love it.
And then the top 5 participants with the highest score will advance to the second round with those home runs being carried over. If there is a tie for that 5th and final spot, we will have a one swing off, basically. One pitch,
With a
you hit
16-inch
it
ball.
over with a 16-inch ball. You'll have a swing off. And if it goes over 230 and the other guy hits it over 230, you have another one. Until
Yep.
someone hits it out and someone doesn't, that's when that person will advance.
Cool.
Cool?
We had a comment from Mr. Matt Menizzi. He said next year's skills competition, placement hitting would be something very interesting to see. I know that they did that in the past, right, where they had rings and you would try to cut balls into the rings and hit balls into gaps and stuff for points. That would be pretty cool.
Yep.
JP said Vegas Bomb Specials just turned Brian Kearns on so hard. That's hilarious. Nick Mione, what's going on? Nick Casano said, Donnie, stop typing. We can't hear the rules. I think we've mentioned the rules once or twice, so everyone should know now for sure what the hell is going on in the home run derby.
Right. I would hope so, but that's why we keep saying it, right? We keep trying to get the word out there. I still got people asking me how it's going to go, what it's going to do. The fences are $230 for the 16-inch ball, and then the big fences, I believe, are $300 for the 16-inch ball. So,
Okay.
those balls are going to be fun. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
12-inch ball. I'm sorry. Yeah. So, but
Good.
let's put that on
Yeah.
pause really quick. Let's get to Christine. I want to get her drunk in the green room. We supply our guests with a lot of drinks. So
dad water for sure.
Right, dad water, mom water. So let's get Christine on. Yeah, let's get Christine on and talk about this women's game a little bit. Hold on one second. There she is. What's up, Christine? Welcome to
Hey
the
guys.
Cousin Donnie show, sponsored by the Beacon Tab, Signature Transportation Group, and Mom and Dad Water. So, welcome again to our show. The last time we had you on, you were in Mexico.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I was there for my best friend's 40th birthday. Yep.
So
you are the only person to ever be on the show from another country. So that's a big milestone.
Yeah, you guys went international.
Yeah, right.
That was awesome. Thanks for having me.
So
sure.
I want to hop right into the Why Me. I heard that they had roughly about 74, 75 teams out there for the women's this past weekend in Mount Greenwood. But kind of give us a rundown, Christine, a little bit about what that tournament's about. Congratulations on winning the A division at the Mount Why Me. And just kind of tell the audience about what the Why Me is about. And then we're going to lead right into this weekend where you guys are going to be joining us in Joliet for the Major Women National.
Yeah, for sure. No, the YME's always been a really good tournament. I don't even know how many years they've had it going, but I know that I've been playing in it since I was 25 because that's the age limit. I remember when I was little and they wouldn't allow anybody else unless you're 25. So it's a great tournament. They raise a ton of money. They have lots of raffles, baskets. Everyone's out there wearing pink. There's probably like 1,000, 2,000 people out there just, setting up and there to support. They have the A, B, and C division now. So we were in the A. We'd like to see more teams, but they did still have 6 solid teams. And then the B and C is where they have a majority of, the other girls that are out there playing, whether they're having fun or they're on a team of friends or family or someone that's a survivor. And they always do the survivor game, which is really awesome to see. I had a few players, friends of mine, friends of my mom, actually, that were playing in that game. So that was really cool to watch. But it was even better, I'll say, to get that W. It's been a while, and we definitely, our team, just the chemistry was there. Everyone played well. Everyone had fun. And it was just a great day all around. And it was beautiful outside as well.
Is this the first time you've won that tournament, or how many times have you won that tournament?
This would be 5 because I actually went 4 years in a row. And Renegades, and Renegades won 4 years in a row. So this will be the 5th for us, but it's been a few years. So it was a nice solid win. And I have some new girls that are coming out to play because you guys have seen a lot of the young women that are wanting to try out 16 a lot more. And I love hungry female. I love a girl that's willing to learn, try, and just get out there with us. So It was definitely an awesome win for sure. And we always do our team shotgun at the end.
That's awesome. Another thing, we saw a post on Facebook. It was posted by our guy, Dave Butterfield. I believe you're part of a team that's won a league 10 years in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Slap-a-ho. Yep, we play at Mayfair Park in the city.
My favorite name, Slap-a-ho, Donnie.
Slap-a-ho. 10 years in a row. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's quite the feat. It definitely is. So It's been a good summer so far.
Yeah, good for
Christine,
you.
I apologize. I don't have cousin Donnie on the show tonight. I actually have Sal Milazzo with the earpiece joining me tonight. He
That's
plays
just
with
one.
Sal, and now he's got to look
He just
like
wears
Sal.
one.
So,
Yeah.
Donnie,
And
unfortunately,
we always have conversations about what the hell he's listening to on the AirPod. Some people say like soft jazz music to calm him down during games. Some people say nothing, it's just for show.
I was going to say probably nothing. Yeah.
He's always on the phone, so he always has an AirPod in.
Are you gonna play with the earpiece in this weekend after your idol, Sal?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Just like my guy Sal.
I want you guys to mic me up a game.
That'd be fun.
A few of the girls talked about miking up. Oh, do you need another juice box, Jimmy? You need to go refill?
I'm good here. I got 2.
No, we've talked about that for fun, of miking us up while we're playing and just, talk while we're in the game and see what's going on, because all the girls, believe it or not, we have similar, maybe not as aggressive as the men, but we have fun banter on the field too, and we just like to joke around with each other, so it's a good time. But I'll be bringing my tripod, and I'm gonna try to get some people to volunteer to help out if they can. Schaefer always, you guys know he's my bestie, he always is willing to help out. He's coming with us because we're, at least me and a few people are staying all weekend, so he'll be out there, and hopefully we can get a guy or two that'll volunteer to do a game. It'll be really awesome.
Yeah, no, we talk offline a lot in regards to about getting someone to live stream games. Donnie and I obviously, Donnie's the big 27-year-old that never does anything, but outside of that, my schedule's pretty busy, and so I know we always try to connect and try to get.
Yeah.
So all those women, this is an opportunity. Please let us know, like, if you are interested in live streaming games for the women. And I know we had a couple of your friends last year live stream a game or video a game, and then we posted it on the page.
Yep.
But we would prefer it live, right? But even if we can't get it live, if someone could video it and send it to us, we could even post it that way too, just to get the word out. Our pages, obviously, we want players, we want people to. Anyone interested in live streaming, please reach out to Donnie or I. We can definitely get you on our page. Of course, there's certain rules that we have to abide so we don't get kicked off social media, right? But at the same time, we're open arms for those people to come and join and really want to videotape. Yes, we do have sponsors for our page and our show, but at the same time, our sponsors are 100% on board for us to do as much content as possible.
That's awesome. Yeah, we have some people that come on support, so I think that I'm going to try to be more proactive, and hopefully some of the other girls team are as well. I mean, I already told you that I'd love to collaborate with you guys, and I want to start our own women's association. So hopefully by next year, I want to do a WSA for Women's 16-inch Softball Association. Well, it doesn't have to be 16-inch, to be honest. It could be anything, and we'll start a page, we'll collaborate with you guys, we'll figure out logistics and everything like that. But there's so many women that are even just reaching out to me like, are you guys playing this weekend? We want to come out. And I'm like, that's awesome. So we're going to do that ourselves. We'll kind of do a similar, post what we need to, collaborate with you guys, post what's appropriate on your page once we kind of talk that, but hopefully this weekend will be a good first kind of look at, the women's division. And honestly, even for you, a suggestion, maybe next year you could think about adding a women's side to the home run derby. Because I mean, that I know a lot of us are saying last year we would have loved to be in it. So, I'd love to see a women's side of that home run derby. It's not like it's,
cool.
Yeah.
Maybe you can enter the women's home run derby.
I knew you were going to say it. I knew as soon as she said that, you were going to say that shit.
What do you think, Donnie?
Christine, we can't do a women's home run derby. I think you'd be the favorite, dude. Yeah.
I think you'd be the favorite.
He's such a hater, huh? I didn't know he was a hater.
Who, me? No, I'm not.
No,
Jimmy's
him.
a hater.
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy. 100%.
Hey, Donnie, really quick, before we get to the next question, I want to read this comment. It says, I want to play. All you ladies come see me Saturday night, and I'll hook a hoe up, Papa Magoos. That is my bartender watching the show for Saturday night. She is a flight attendant, and she's going to be working at Papa Magoos on Saturday night. So I don't know about hooking people up. I'm going to have a talk with her with that. But either way, I appreciate the comment, Laura. And she'll be working, and Magoos will be rocking Saturday night. So for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I know we plan to come too. I mean, I don't know how many of the girls are staying all weekend, but I know a few of us at least will be there. So we'll come out for sure.
Very cool.
We have a comment. Red Brock Lee says, hi, does this show take questions? And then will James Mortetti sponsor home women derby? So will you sponsor the women's derby next year, Jim?
I don't know who Mortetti is, but Lee Brooks.
James Mortetti. There you go.
Hey, Mr. Mortetti, I'll ask him. But for sure.
All right, I have a question about the women's side of things this weekend, Christine. So, you'll be playing out there at the same time. The guys will go and watch. I want to know who is one of the new and upcoming women's players that we can, look out for, someone that's going to be exciting to watch, on our side of things.
A new and upcoming, huh? Well,
yeah.
She's she's not necessarily new and upcoming player. She's a new and upcoming player to 16-inch. And that's Jenna Perriman. Hannah and Jenna, both the Perrimans have been playing on my team all summer. For this tournament, she's actually playing on Lady Rebels with Marla and PJ. A bunch of the girls are kind of separating for this tournament. I've tried to convince Jenna for so long to come out and play, but a lot of the hardball players are a little nervous about fingers, and I get it. Yeah. But this summer, she kind of stepped out and probably did me a favor, but I think she's loving it more and more. And she is honestly she's killing it. I mean, she's been playing short center. I've been playing short. She really is fun to watch, fun to play next to, as are all of my girls. I don't want to not give everyone credit, but up and coming, she is somebody to be nervous about for sure.
For sure. I actually got the opportunity to play with both Perrimans in a co-ed tournament this year, early in the year, and they were far away from the rest of the guys in terms of being much better than we were. They're beasts. They hit the ball a long way. They play great defense, and they were outstanding college athletes as well, from my understanding. But yeah, that's great. So just someone that the guys can be like, oh yeah, that's who talking about. She's a stud. So just trying to provide some more excitement and who we can look out for.
Jenna's definitely a good one. Obviously, I'll be out there. Hannah will be playing with me. Ashley's another phenomenal softball player. Gina, my pitcher. I mean, there's so many girls, that are going to be out there that are just going to be good teams. And I think Lady Rebels is going to be a team that hasn't necessarily played in all the tournaments, because we have had 3 women's tournaments so far. But I think they're going to be a team to watch for sure, because they're bringing in some big dogs. So we'll see how it goes.
So this weekend for the women's, can't pick your team. Who's the favorite to win?
I mean, personally, if I can't pick my team, I'm picking Lady Rebels. I think they're gonna be the team to beat over Hangovers and the other 2. I truly do. I think that they're gonna have a good team and catch everyone by surprise.
Nice. So Donnie,
there you go.
Lady Rebels, the favorite.
That's our pick. That's our pick to click if Christine's team doesn't win.
Yeah, come on. You said I couldn't pick myself.
We're gonna go for the Renegades.
We're 2 for 3 right now. We didn't get the best of Western. We got the Bucks for Burns, which was on my birthday, and that was awesome. And then we got Wyoming, which was awesome. So trying to go 3 for 4 here this summer. Trying to have a good positive summer to look forward to for next year.
Good for you. And I know you put a lot of time into it, and
I do.
You make all the jerseys and uniforms. We see that on the Snapchat story. Really quick, Adam Cumby says, "Nice seeing you today, Donnie. Thanks for admitting you knew me." Mr. Adam Cumby got fit for some golf clubs today, so I was there with him during that, which was great.
Nice.
More Teddy came with the good questions tonight for Mr. Red Brock Lee.
I'm sorry, Sal. I can't hear you. Say that again.
Mr. Mortetti came with the good questions tonight. So somebody in the chat loves him.
Yeah, seriously.
Someone in the chat really loves this guy.
Red Brock Lee. Love you, buddy. That's what I got to do, Donnie. So I mentioned earlier in the show, and why we have Christine on, I don't know why I thought of this, but because we're talking about fans, we had a gentleman that drove in from Cincinnati. I was talking briefly about it, and then I think we kind of switched the subject, but I want to get his name. I actually wrote his name down, so I'm going to pull it up right now. And I want to say hello to this gentleman. His name is Mike Westerkamp. Mike Westerkamp. He drove in from Cincinnati. He is the Rismondo super fan. He had lunch at the bar today and came in, Donnie, and knew exactly who I was, and I'd never seen the guy before in my life. He knew you. He asked me, is Donnie scared to face Rismondo? Is he going to wear a catcher's helmet?
Tell him, yeah. Terrified.
Yeah. I said, no, terrified. Donnie's not scared. He'll be fine. So,
thank you. I appreciate it.
But I want to make sure.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure, okay, that you knew that when we brought up Superfan. Christine, do you have a Superfan for the women's game?
I do.
Do you have a Superfan?
Oh, do we?
Is it JP?
No, I mean,
JP that's a good call.
No,
that's a good call.
I mean, there's a few people depending on the park. The problem is we play at such a variety of places that somebody isn't going to follow us all over. But I mean, there's definitely a few people at each park that we go to that always come around or walk around or say, hey, whenever we play at Kennedy. There's a older woman that lives over there that always comes by and says hi and cheers us on. I know we have some Southside girls. Someone messaged me earlier saying she's going to come cheer. So, I mean, maybe not as aggressive as a Rosmondo super fan, but we definitely have people that know we're playing and come support for sure. I mean, Schaefer, obviously, because Schaefer comes and coaches third and cheers us on and has, beers all day. And it's just a great time. So I love it.
No, that's great. So we mentioned the Wyoming tournament. We mentioned the softball national women's tournament on Sunday. Is there anything else you want to bring up while we're on the air really quick about the women's game and about what you want to see for next year or even this year?
I mean, obviously this is our last women's tournament. That's kind of a big one. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I already told you the home run derby, that'd be great if you can add us in there next year. I mean, if we ever got enough women teams to have an all-star game, that'd be great. It's just, we're still building. So hopefully it'll get even bigger once we kind of have an organization going, start posting more. I think it'll bring it, it'll bring it to light a little bit more.
Sure.
As far as you guys, I mean, again, I feel like I said this the first time I was on the show. It's not that we understand that you guys aren't able to come live us. It's more about the collaboration with major tournaments is what we need. Like, we're not, we don't need you guys to come out. We have kids, you have family, we get that. And you're playing. Same with me. It's hard for me to live coach and play. So it's just one of those where if there's ever an opportunity for a men's tournament where you can add a field for the women's, it just helps to collaborate. I really think collaboration with you guys will be the best.
Donnie, so maybe next year, Donnie, just throwing it out there, we could have the women's play with us on Saturday when we bring everyone to one park for our tournament that we're going to have June 26th.
Oh, sure.
7th.
Yeah, that's a cool idea.
We could probably work that in now that we bring it up. We won't be able to do a robin with you guys on Friday night, but we can definitely do, because we're going to have 5 different parks on Friday.
Yeah. All we need is one, I mean, generally one diamond, unless you have a crazy and you get 10 team, but I mean, all you need is one day and 1 or 2 diamonds tops. It's really not a ton that we're looking for.
We'll definitely collaborate outside of this show and, over the course of the next several months.
For sure.
We are actually having a meeting, Donnie, myself, and some of the people that we have on the board. So we'll know more in the next week or so, Donnie, because we'll be meeting, I believe, September 7th, right? So
September 7th.
About that, and we'll get back to you on that. So that's one thing that, Donnie, you could write down as the assistant, Donnie, of the tournament.
Hey, now.
All right.
I like the
title. That'd be awesome. And I know we'll talk a lot over the course of the off season and work on things moving forward. So you can always reach out to me.
That'll be great. So
great. You're kind of the main touch point for. You're kind of the main touch point for a lot of the women that are just starting to get into the game. So you're very accessible. If anyone wants to start playing, Red Brock Lee says more ladies are needed. And he be asking around. So we're going to try to get some more ladies in the game. Do it.
Yeah. And I'm always open to helping. I've talked to your girlfriend. I've talked to Navarro's girl. Like, I'm always open to somebody that just wants to try and is hungry. And reliable. If we have that, no problem.
Right.
I agree.
So what I was saying is that before we let you go, is there anything that you'd like to ask Donnie and I? We always have all our guests. I know this is the second time you've been on our show, but is there anything you'd like to ask Donnie or I question-wise before we let you go?
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys don't know the women's team as much, but who's your money on?
Whatever team Hannah Perryman's on. I think she's a beast.
I'm going to go with the Renegades.
Hey.
Yes.
There you go. Love that.
I didn't want to pick the favorite. That's not fun, right?
I mean, how about the men? And you can't pick your team.
We're going to get into that as part of our show tonight.
That's fair. Okay. That's fair.
But yes. So.
That's fair. Then, I mean, no, nothing really. I talk to you guys all the time, but hopefully you guys can just, follow through with working with me and trying to find ways for us to be a little more present and, just in front of people that don't realize women play. Because I still get those comments. You guys play? So ultimately, I'm just trying to get the game out there to stay alive, as a lot of other women are. So I agree with you, Jimmy. We just need the support from other women, other teams. We can't have the South Side, North Side. Everyone's got to be willing to sacrifice a little bit of their time. So
absolutely, and like I said, Donnie are here to help the best
sure.
we can with our time, and also, let's try to get another woman involved in regards to the live streaming, because you also play too.
Mm-hmm.
So we
Right.
need to get about 3 or 4 ladies that are involved with it, that know the women that play the sport, and let's we'll try to help you out the best we can. So,
Oh yeah,
but
I'd
I
love to get
appreciate you
Joni.
joining us. Yes.
Yeah, I'd love to get Joni. I don't know, because I mean, she's a member of the Hall of Fame now. Joni McElliott, who just was inducted. So I mean, she's not really playing a lot, but that'd be a great,
Absolutely.
person to have on. So yeah.
Christine, thank you so much for joining our show. We appreciate it, and we will be in touch. We'll see you over the weekend.
Yep, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Christine.
you. What are you laughing at there? You got a big smile on your face.
More Teddy is cracking me up, man. This shit is hilarious. I don't know who this is. He is cracking me up.
It's probably a burner account, right? Someone's messing around with us.
Yes, 100%. Wasn't laughing at Christine by any means, and I'm appreciative that she came on the show. These comments are hilarious, honestly.
So,
but
we
yes,
talk
Christine was
about.
great. I'm pumped that she was able to come on the show, and she's so passionate about the women's game, truthfully, and it's great to see that she still has it, and we want to support her and support the use our page to support that game as much as we can.
Yep. So I want to also recap the Dana Strong. Okay. Want to say thank you for all the supporters. Want to thank you for all the sponsors that have come out. But it was also nephew weekend. So this was a nephew picture that we took at Lawler's after the tournament on Saturday. So shout out to the nephews in the game. Also want to bring up, here's the championship team, Team Ace, as you know. It was the winner of the Dana Strong 7th annual tournament, and this is all the ladies. And Donnie, can you find me in the picture?
Yes, I can. I sure can. It looks
Where's
like you're right in the middle there.
Yep, I'm dead center in the middle.
Dead center in the middle.
Well, like Dave said, Uncle Jimmy, you need to get in the middle, and that was coming from, I call him Salt, he calls me Pepper, but little Dave is right there. So congrats to Team Ace. Team Ace did win the 7th annual tournament, and the MVP, I believe, is in the white Dago T there. He plays in the 30-38s.
Oh yeah, he's a good player.
He is a good player. He's an outfielder, and I can't think of his name.
He plays left field for the 38s.
Yes. I'm going name blind right now, and I know his name too.
I believe his name is Mark.
So he won the MVP of the Dana Strong tournament. So congrats to him. Congrats to Team Ace. They did donate 100% of the profits back to the charity. So thank you to them. And then also Team Hardaway, who took 2nd place, also donated all their money back as well. So
nice.
Congrats to them. Here is Team Diesel, Donnie.
There you go. Schaumburg Park District, Wednesday night A-League champs. Congrats to the Diesels. My guy Sean Temple there in the middle decided not to wear the right jersey that night, and everybody else wore baby blue except for him, so he sticks out like a libero on that team. But Diesels, nice little A team. I watched them play on Tuesday at Rand Park. They played the game before us. They have a decent little team out there for sure.
Yep. No, you're 100% right. I've seen the Diesels play. They also played in the Dana Strong, so I was able to see them out there. We had a lot of fun, and it definitely was a great time, and I appreciate them coming from the north side. Definitely an awesome thing that they do, coming down to the south side to play softball. So thank you for that as well. We
got the Grant Park Men's and Co-ed Summer League base hitters. Is that Wes Shannon there in the red?
It is. That's Wes Shannon in the red. And I was kind of looking for some of the other faces in there. Tough to see in the picture. But congrats to the base hitters. And then we have this, Donnie.
The Margate Park Wednesday co-ed, the Miller Killers, champs at Margate Park. That's a very good name.
The Miller Killers.
Miller Killers.
Yeah. So
So
congrats
we
to
got
the
the
Miller
base
Killers.
hitters, the Miller Killers. That's fun.
You know, they're the champs. And
Yeah,
I
they
don't
get T-shirts. That's pretty cool. You don't see
yeah,
that very often, Jim. T-shirts.
I don't recognize anybody in there.
No, that's okay. But
Do
it's
you?
cool to see someone get T-shirts.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys can hear this. There's a large fireworks show going on outside our condo right now.
No, cannot hear
Okay,
it.
good. I don't know why. I don't know who's. I don't know why there's a fireworks show, but it's going on. Sounds
All right,
entertaining.
Donnie.
Talk to
So
me.
we've
Talk to
talked
me.
about the home run derby. Everyone knows what's going on for Saturday night. We will start at 8 o'clock on field 5. It is now time to get to
Let's
our
do it.
pick for the 2025 Major National in
Let's do it.
Joliet. So
Someone said that red broccoli is Chris Harrison's burner.
our boy Chris Harrison. I like Chris Harrison.
Chris Harrison. Base hit has
So
been hitting the tanning bed.
here we go.
Go ahead.
So we are gonna go, Donnie.
Yeah.
Why don't you start with game number 1?
Okay. We've got game number 1 Friday at 8 o'clock. Flashback in BTA in the top left part of that bracket.
So
I would say, go ahead.
I was gonna say Flash and BTA usually over the years have played each other very tough. This year
True.
had the best of BTA for the most part every time they've played. I think BTA slaughter rolled them one game in a regular season game early in the year, but I don't think BTA has beat them yet in a tournament this year, if I'm correct.
Correct. I know they played each other at TOC early on Sunday. Flash didn't end up winning that game. I don't know if they've played in a tournament yet, but they do play each other quite a bit at Melrose and Forest Park. I would say the game is going to be a little bit more even due to the fact that there's gloves in this. BTA has a really talented outfield and has got some great hitters. So this could be a good game early in this tournament.
Yeah. The sad part is that this game is at the exact same time as the Rismondo signature game on Friday night.
Yeah.
So this was a game that I was hoping we could put at 6:45 to watch because I think it'd be very entertaining and then lead right into you guys. But I have Flash in this one. I've got Flash -2.5. I know that seems like a lot of runs for gloves, but I think Flash is probably going to have 90% of their team, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if Vito will be there. I'm assuming Pish and Iggy will be there. So if Flash has everyone but Vito, I give Flash the upper hand here. They have to be the favorite. But you know what? BTA has come out to play in some of these major national tournaments with the glove, to your point. They also play with a glove all year round, too, on Sundays.
Yep.
I know
Washington
people,
Park, they're very, very comfortable playing with gloves. I know that's very true. Great point, Jim.
yeah. And so I know people tend to, not think about playing with a glove. Oh, it's a lot easier and so on. To a certain point, it is easier. But, Donnie, you know as well as I know, it does make things a little bit more difficult to hit. So,
For sure. It just evens everything a little bit more, right? It evens the playing field a little bit more. Not as many errors in the outfield or in the infield. You have to be perfect when you're hitting the ball against good major teams with gloves.
right. So I have Flash at 3-1 to win the tournament. Okay.
Okay.
I have BTA right now at 10-1 to win the tournament.
Okay.
So let's get on to the next game.
The next game will be the winner. Do you want to go into the second round with the winner of that and Fat Kids, or do you want to go down the bracket?
Yeah, let's just talk about Fat Kids. So we're on the top there. We just go down that way.
Okay,
Fat
so
Kids. I'll have
Flash
Fat
and
Kids
Fat
at
Kids,
40-1.
Okay.
40-1 to win the tournament. And then if we're gonna do like we normally do with Flash winning that game because they're the favorite, they will then play Fat Kids. I think Flash in that game will be a 3.5 run favorite against the Fat Kids. And yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
I think
So
fat
then we
kids
have,
can have a day, but at the same
yeah,
time, on paper, I think the fat kids would tell you they're definitely an underdog, but
for
doesn't
sure.
mean they can't win the game.
Absolutely. I agree. Fat kids play in a lot of tournaments. They play in both leagues. They play a ton of softball together. That's always an advantage going into the last tournament of the year. We've
Right.
got Goons and Impact after that on Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yeah, so I got Goons at 100-1 to win the tournament.
Okay.
I think that they're an A team, right? Appreciate them jumping up to play the big boys. I think that they're going to have their hands full with Impact. I feel Impact has taken a step in the right direction this year with their team. They've gotten younger, and they've gotten guys that show up and that are a little bit more committed than what they've had in the years past. So I'm going to say Impact is probably a 3.5 run favorite in this game. And Impact is 75-1 to win the Major National.
Okay. Really quick, there's a question from Tom. Are there any players whose teams didn't get in the major division this weekend that were picked up by other major teams? I believe, off the top of my head, I know one, Mr. Julian Russell, is playing with Flash this weekend.
Yes.
So
Alonji,
that changes some things.
he's only, from what I was told, he's only playing Saturday with Flash.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's true or not. But Mr. Alonji from Circus, he is playing with Dynasty, his old team.
Oh, I love
So
it.
he'll be out with Chicago Dynasty. Sean Burke will be out with Hex. And I'm not sure who the other one is on Circus. There's one other player. I heard rumors that Chippy was going to play with Iron, but I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
And then I know Dom Jacoby.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yep.
playing with us.
Oh, great. Good player. He played with you guys last year, too, or played with
He
45s
did.
last year.
Yeah. And then I'm not really sure on anybody else, but that's a good question, Tom.
And then we'll have the winner of that game going into Meatball City.
So Meatball City, I'm going to have Meatball City roughly. I'm going to put them at about 40-1, the same line as the Fat Kids. But they will be the favorite against Impact. And I'm going to have Meatball City minus a 1.5 against Impact.
Okay. That would be a good game. Meatball City and Impact played each other at Midsummer, and I think it was a one-run game. And Impact actually won that game. Red Brock Lee says Mortetti used to play with Hex, right? So it's a player who knows your past, Jim. We know that.
Yeah.
And then we'll move down to Hall of Fame Concessions and Menace Friday at 6:45.
Yeah, so Hall of Fame Concessions in this little bracket here in the bottom. So this is the top half of our bracket, Donnie. We call it the Iowa bracket. There's 4 teams from Iowa, all in the same bracket. I got Hall of Fame playing Menace. I'm going to say Hall of Fame's at least a 3.5 run favorite in this game. I'm going to put Hall of Fame's chances to win the tournament. I'm going to put them at 15-1. Okay. Menace, on the other hand, I'm going to put them on around the Impact line at 75-1.
Okay. Hall of Fame their guys are sitting out the All-Star game too, is what I heard.
Yeah.
For this weekend, we'll talk about that in just a sec after we get through the bracket.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, that's
this one I will comment on, Jim. Or no, we got one more. We got the winner of Hall of Fame Concessions and Menace against Punch.
Yeah, so Hall of Fame, obviously, with the favorite, they're going to move on to play Punch. Hall of Fame will be a 2 to 3 run favorite. I'm going to put them at a 2.5 run favorite against Punch. Obviously, they're a team that's played each other. They play each other all season long out in Iowa. Punch, the thing with Punch, we've played them a handful of times over the years in Iowa. And I know that some of the guys from Punch went to Los Lobos, some of the other guys, and they still have a quality team, Punch, right? So could they beat Hall of Fame? Absolutely. I just think Hall of Fame knows them too much. I think that Punch, to win the tournament overall, is probably going to be on the Menace line at 75-1. And I think that Hall of Fame, just because they're familiar with each other, I could see Hall of Fame blowing them out, but I also could see Punch keeping it a close game, right? I don't think there's going to be
Right.
anything in the middle. So I'm going to put a line at 2.5 in that game.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. What were you going to add in about Hall of Fame? You mentioned some other things about Hall of Fame.
Yeah. So Hall of Fame had a number of guys selected to the Iowa-New York All-Star team. Dakota Wolkin, you got Jordan Bowers, Ross Randall, Trey Blackford. Hopefully not missing anybody else, but they decided, and Aaron Hauser decided to sit out the All-Star game.
Well, I mean, they are playing already Friday night.
Yeah.
They're actually getting into Magoos tomorrow around lunchtime.
There you go.
Told they're going to come have lunch by me, check in their hotels, and then probably head out to the field. So, yeah, I mean, they usually bring their golf clubs, and we hit balls in the simulator room. I'll be bringing mine, Donnie. So get out there early. Go. Let's hit some balls. But yeah, so it was news to me, obviously, with the Hall of Fame backing out of the All-Star game, but I could see why. It's a 6:45 game, and they'd have to sit around 2 hours to play again. I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's other stories behind it, but I'm not too certain on what those stories could be. So
Yep. I don't want to put anything out there that would be incorrect.
Correct.
So move on down, Jim. We've got. I'll speak on the next game since you can't.
Right.
So we've got NXT, an Iowa team. This is Saturday at 10 a.m. against the 45s, which is the team that you play for. I would say I've never seen NXT play. I know they're a group of younger kids, kind of like a lower level A team out of Iowa. 45s is a 8.5 run favorite in this game Saturday morning against NXT. And then the 45s will then go into F-Town, and they will play F-Town Saturday at 12:30. And that's another they're a little bit higher level. They're a better team out of Iowa, one of the major teams out of Iowa. And 45s, I would say, is a 5.5 run favorite over F-Town at 12:30.
All right, so what's your odds on NXT to win the tournament? Is it infinity?
It's high. I would say it's 1,000 to 1.
1,000 to 1.
And F-Town is probably an 85 to 1 team.
85
45s, however, are probably a 2.5 to 1 favorite. Okay. Being that you guys did get set up with a nice schedule for your standard to start the tournament. You guys did get set up in part of the bracket where you guys could be very successful.
Right. So F-Town, NXT, Punch, and Hall of Fame and Menace all in the same quadrant there.
Yep.
So the winner of F-Town 45's NXT will play the winner of Hall of Fame, Menace, and Punch.
Yep.
So moving on down, we have Signature, which is a team run by Mr. Sal Milazzo himself, who's on the show tonight. Sal, welcome with the earpiece. And the defending champions, Rismondo. So Rismondo, I got their roster was sent to me. They have 14 guys coming in. They do have, in my opinion, a better squad than what they brought last year. Obviously them adapting over, and they're professionals. They've been hitting the 16-inch ball for some time probably, but either way, they still haven't played in a 16-inch game since last year. I think, Donnie, personally, that is your guys' advantage and the one edge you guys probably have in this game. Okay. We discussed a little offline earlier today about the power that Rismondo has and some of the speed and things that they bring. But, you guys are a team that has been a top 3 team all season long. You guys are going to have your full squad. And I know Rismondo has athletes, but I still think that the best player on the field is going to be on your team. Okay. At 16-inch at least, right?
Sure.
So I know KP, the Rismondo's first baseman, he's the best 12-inch player in the game. I think you guys with Spencer Mahoney, if Spencer's on, He could be the best player on the field, and there'll be a difference. You're going to have to get him a bigger glove. There's no doubt about that. He can't wear that baseball glove that he wears.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think that, his length, his speed, his power, he can really stand out in this game. And I think if he has a good game, Donnie, and you guys can somehow get guys on base ahead of him, it's going to be it's going to be a hell of a game, man. It really is.
Yep.
I'm pumped. I'm actually working all day, okay? And then I have to go to the bar. I'm going to the bar, and then I have to, from that point on, I'm literally going to be setting up the bar because I've got, it's a busy day for us over there, right? So making sure my staff's in place. I am literally going to hopefully leave the bar, come to your game, and then go right back to the bar because I have a band that is playing. Don't Matter to Me. They start at 10 p.m. So I will be at Magoos. I'm going to have to get back to Magoos by 9:30 to get them set up and ready to go. So I'm hoping your game's on time. I'm hoping your game starts on time so I can watch the whole thing and not have to leave. So that's my hope. And I literally hope that you guys have a good showing, and I hope, let's face it. I mean, so let's get to the odds, right? So
Sure.
With Rismondo, the power that they bring and the speed that they bring, this is, to me, this is as close as a pick that you're going to get, in my opinion. Okay? And the reason why I say this is because I think Rismondo hasn't played a 16-inch game all year, and it is a different swing. Okay? So I'm going to say you guys are a pick. Okay? Because I don't want to pick anyone. But Signature, it's in my opinion, Signature, you guys are 5-1 to win the Major National, and Rismondo is probably, I'm going to go with a 3 or 4-1 to win the Major National. So I'm going to go with a 3-1 and a 5-1. The reason why I say this is that I think they might have the slight edge on you guys, power-wise.
Sure.
Right?
Throughout the lineup, for sure.
Yeah. And so if it's in a run game or something like that, it gets close to the end, which I think it's going to be close the whole way out. I think, and you're going to have to be on your game too. I don't know if I believe you're starting tomorrow, right?
Whoever's in the game on the pitcher's mound for us will have to be sharp for sure and hit the spots and throw the correct pitching. And we're going to have to play great defense. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You have to play great defense against them. You cannot make mistakes and let them get extra bases because that's what they are going to look to do, is to drive in runs. And they're going to do what it takes to drive in runs. Going to the right side. Their outfield is very talented with strong arms. It's going to be really fun. I'm really, really excited to see all the people out there, and hopefully it's a good fight.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think the winner of this game is probably going to lose the money line.
Fair.
Only reason why I say that is because this game, I think, is the biggest game we've had in probably Major Nationals in a long time. Lucky for you, you get to be a part of this game.
Yep.
And I think it's going to be a kind of a little bit of a letdown running in the money line at 11:15 on Saturday.
Fair.
And I don't even know if Rismondo even realizes that this game is probably going to be the biggest game they will play.
Since last year, since the first game they played last year, when that was a ton of hype around that game too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moneyline plays us well, and it'll be interesting to see kind of what happens after our game. But we're looking forward to the first one.
You're a whole different team than Impact.
Yeah, very true.
Okay. And then the thing is, Rismondo's going to have to play Moneyline, which is another top 7 team if they beat you guys. And then they're going to have to run into to High Y or March. Traffic. I had a good showing at the A National. But if I had to guess out of those 3 teams on the bottom, it's going to probably be March or, possibly High Y. So I would say if High Y, that would be a hell of a game to watch too, High Y and Rismondo.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Because I would love to see how Rismondo is going to react to the High Y hype.
Yep.
That would be cool too. So either way, okay, so we got, Donnie, I apologize, but since I put Rismondo at 3-1, I'm going to say money line. Yep. They're going to be a favorite against money line, but I have an upset in money line. If money line has their full team, I think money line gets the job done. Okay, money line has some hitters, dude. and they
They
can
do.
hit. You know,
Yep.
so that could be something that's like people think I'm crazy, but I don't know, man. Sometimes there's just a letdown from a big game, and Moneyline's going to be sitting there waiting, right? So Rismondo will be a 2.5, probably 3.5 run favorite against Moneyline, but I'm going to put Rismondo on upset alert there.
Love it.
Right?
We'll move down to High Y in March. So you've got High Y as the favorite in that game. I'm guessing because you think you would love to see them in Resmondo later in the tournament.
Moneyline would be 15-1, by the way, too. So
Okay.
to win the tournament.
Okay.
High Y. So we have High Y in March. They High Y playing with a glove definitely helps. I would have High Y at 25-1 to win it, and I'd have March at about the same, 25-1. Okay. I would say I'm going to go with High Y. High Y is going to be the favorite here. I'm going to say High Y minus a 1.5. Okay. March, obviously the underdog, but both teams 25-1. I feel like it's right there. They play traffic.
I would say High Y also with the glove. High Y is very, very good and has won this tournament before. So a very difficult team to play with how fast their outfield is, with how athletic their infield is. A very, very strong team with the gloves.
Yep, I agree. I got traffic at 100-1. And with High Y winning the game against March, they will play traffic, and there'll be a 5 and a run, almost a 6.5 run favorite against traffic.
Yep.
Anything you want to add, Donnie, before we go to the next?
No, moving on down. We'll move towards the next quadrant there. We've got Pharaohs and Future. Future just won the A National with no glove, and then Pharaohs been having a great year. So I would say Pharaohs in this one, probably a 4.5, 5.5 run favorite. I'm not sure all the Future guys if they're going to be out there for this one.
I would agree with you. I had the Pharaohs also at about 5.5 runs. We had we know that the pitcher from Future is not going to be in attendance for them.
Yeah.
So Jordan will not be there. I'm going to say Pharaohs 5.5. I got Pharaohs roughly at 30-1 to win the Major National, and I've got Future at 75-1 to win the Major National.
Okay. And then they'll play in the Chicago Dynasty, yeah.
Yep. So what do you got, Donnie, with Chicago Dynasty?
I will take Pharaohs over Dynasty still with a couple of additions. With the Michelangi pickup, I'll still take Pharaohs minus 4.5 in that game. Still a favorite. Very, very good team. Pharaohs, yes, still a favorite in that game by a couple runs.
4.5. I think I was thinking more 1.5 for the Pharaohs. I think Dynasty is going to win that game. I think Dynasty will knock Pharaohs into the losers bracket.
Pharaohs finished 3rd or 4th last year in this tournament, I believe.
Yep.
They had a really, really good showing last year, and I think they have a better team this year than they did last year.
Yeah. Well, I still think they're going to lose the Dynasty. So I'm going to put Dynasty roughly at the same odds to win the tournament as the Pharaohs at 30-1.
Okay. Then we'll roll on to our last game down there in the opening bracket. Iron and Hex, a very interesting game. Two very, very solid teams. Iron is a young, hungry team. Hex is an established. They've had a very good season. I would say Hex is a favorite in this game, but only by probably 2.5.
Yep. I had Hex at 2. I think, from my understanding, they're going to be a little short. You know, Hex, since they lost their center fielder, I feel they haven't been really the same team. I know they've had some commitment issues later in the year, like pretty much everybody else has. But they have kind of changed. They were a hot team early on in the year. They were really gelling. And I feel like since about the midsummer, a little bit before midsummer, now they made a run at midsummer, took second. But since that tournament has come about, I feel like they've kind of been on the decline a little bit. So, and that injury did take its toll because, you know, Al and some of the other people that have to go out to the outfield that really don't want to go out there. So Hex -2 against Iron. I've got Iron at 30-1 to win the major national. I've got Hex at probably 10-1 to win the major national.
Okay. And then they'll roll into Chuck's.
So
I would say Chuck's in this game is probably the favorite over both these teams. If Chuck comes out with their full squad, Chuck's with a glove is very, very tough.
Yeah.
Chuck's probably a 1-run favorite over Hex, in my opinion.
Yeah, I had him at 2, and I had him at 2 as well, -2. I actually have Chuck's at about 7-1 to win the major national. I think their center fielder's a stud. I've been talking to Drew all week. You know, he's really improved from the beginning of the year to now. My understanding, Chuck's is going to have their full squad in attendance. That really helps them. I think that they have a combination of speed. I also think that they have a combination of power.
Richie didn't like that comment.
Fuck off.
I will say, I have to bring this up though. At No Glove Nationals, Chuck's put it on Hex. That was a lopsided game, and that's No Glove. That's where Hex is probably the favorite in that game.
Right. So with Hex -2 against Iron going into Chuck's, we got Chuck's -2. Maybe Hex puts it to Chuck's in a revenge game.
Yeah. Very well could be.
Yeah. So
there you have it.
But yeah, so there you have it with the tournament. So Donnie, obviously you can't pick yourself.
Yep.
Christine, let me get back to the Let's get back to the main screen there. We just went through all our odds, went through all our thing. We have several teams. We only have one team at 1,000-1, and then it's NXT.
Yep. And it's because of who they play in the first round.
Correct. Who is your winner of the 2025 Major National?
So, based on the draw that this team got, and I believe they'll have a really, really strong team out there this weekend, pretty solid opportunity to make it deep in the tournament, is going to be 45s.
You're picking my squad to win the tournament.
Yeah. Yep.
That'll put. All right. So I obviously can't pick the 45s. So I'm looking at draws. I'm looking at teams that have won a tournament, which is big, right?
Yep.
We talk about this all the time. It's very tough to win 2 tournaments in a year.
True.
Based on the draw and based on what I see, Flash is the only major team in 16 in softball that has not won a tournament this season.
The top 4, one of the top 4 teams.
Right. So is it Flash's weekend, right? That's what I've been thinking. Is if it, based on that. The other option is Rismondo is probably the easy pick, right? To win it again, repeat. So I'm literally torn between those two. And then I think Chuck's is going to be a sleeper. I do.
Agree. Richie said 45s wins only if Izzy pitches.
Fair. He's trying to get under our skin now, Donnie. Is that what he's trying to do?
He's trying to get under your skin for sure.
Yeah. Hex, yeah. Richie says they chopped the North-South. There was no winner of the North-South. There were still 5 teams left. So
very true.
That doesn't count, Rich. But I'm going to go with – hold on.
Are you flipping a coin?
Yeah. Flash.
Okay. Fair.
So how did our picks do at the A National?
I picked the winner.
You did.
I did.
And I picked the team that took third.
Yeah.
So not bad, right?
Not bad. Really quick before we potentially wrap here, I want to congratulate the All-Stars from each team that made the Illinois and Iowa / New York All-Stars. We had 3 of our guys make it. Well-deserved. Super happy for those guys. And hopefully the Illinois team puts on a show because that Iowa-New York team is really good. They've got some unbelievable players and really, really good athletes. So I think that game will be very entertaining if everybody
Yep.
wants to play and everybody is there to win. I know
And
it's kind of a fun thing, right? It's kind of a, who wins doesn't really matter, but I think it does. I think it's fun. So hopefully that the Illinois team does well.
yeah, no, for sure. Congrats to the 4 guys I believe that made it on my squad too. I think
Yep.
it was, Scotty, Nate, Anthony, and I think Mastari. I think if I'm correct.
Yep.
But congrats to those guys too for my team. But congrats to all of them, right? I mean, it's cool. Donnie, I don't know. Have you ever played in an All-Star game before?
No, this is actually the first year that I was nominated for the All-Star team, which was cool in itself. I was happy to even be a part of the nomination, but I will hopefully be there next year and every year after that.
Yeah, I've played in a handful of them over my time. They used to do them back in the day, and then I also played in a couple when we did it just a couple years ago here in Joliet. So it's fun. It's a lot of. I feel it's a lot of like the game is, to your point, Donnie. When you play in it, it's kind of a little bit of both. It's like it's fun, but then it gets kind of serious towards the end, right? So intensity's high because everyone wants to show off what they're doing and how they're doing it. But yeah, it's kind of a weird, different game. And then when the game ends, you're kind of like, man, that was fun and this, that, and another. But we move on, right?
Yeah.
So unfortunately, this year I won't be in the All-Star game. I wasn't nominated either. But either way, if I was, I couldn't play because we have a business to run, Donnie. So
Sure.
either way, hopefully, to your point, Illinois has a good showing because that other team does look pretty stacked.
Solid. Very, very good. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be a fun weekend, and I look forward to being out there every night.
Yep. Yeah, no. So congrats once again, and I look forward to seeing everyone Saturday night at 8 p.m. for the Home Run Derby. I think it's going to be an incredible event. Donnie, I know I tried to make a surprise for the 16 softball guys, but unfortunately, I was going to have Jim from the Blackhawks, the singer who sings the national anthem, Cornelius. He come out and sing the national anthem before the Home Run Derby, and unfortunately, his kid is playing at Soldier Field, and he's the lead guitarist of a band, and so he could not make it. Yeah, so. We were very close from locking that down and bringing him out, and that would have been my surprise to everyone in softball, which I thought would have been awesome.
And we're going to have my guy Steve Cashel out there on the mic with me, which will be really cool, doing some play-by-play, hyping up the Derby a little bit. But that's going to be really cool. Steve Cashel's the man.
Yeah, so for those that don't know who Steve Cashel is, he was the Chicago Bulls announcer. He did a lot of the pregame shows, did a lot of the aftergame shows, and so on, postgame shows with the Bulls, all in the 90s when Jordan was there. He's got a lot of cool stories. He's very personable. He's an awesome guy in regards to just telling the stories of the old timers. So if you happen to get a chance to speak to Steve, ask him about a story or two of the Bulls. That's really cool stuff that he has to share. And it's awesome that he's able to make it out for us. So
I agree, my man. I agree. Let's do it.
Well, that being said, Donnie, that's the end of our show tonight. We appreciate all the people jumping on. We had close to almost 100 people watching live amongst all websites and sites. So thank you guys all. Thank you for the Uncle Jimmy Cousins Donnie show, sponsored by the Beacon Tap, Signature Transportation Group, and Mom and Dad Water. So Donnie, have a good day,
Yes,
my man.
sir.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. See you guys out there this weekend. We look forward to it.